I was reading a blog post today on Thought Catalog from Ryan Holiday, who, among other things, is known for being one of the marketing geniuses that Tim Ferriss, master of the minimum effective dose, has sought out in order to market his 4-hour books. And the article was entitled, "Hey, Reading is Not a Race," with a much longer subtext after that. And I fundamentally disagree with the idea that Ryan proposes that reading is not meant to be done fast. In some cases, yes, reading is meant to be savored like many other things that you might do, but there's plenty of occasions where reading fast is exactly what you need to do. At least in my world, where I'm trying to filter out what material I actually need to devote some real attention to and savor versus just needing to skim through and be able to discard because I don't actually need or want to read it. And particularly because I read a high volume of nonfiction work, many of the nonfiction books that get published, in order to up the page count and make them look more substantial, end up with a lot of filler that nobody really needs to read. And so if you can up your reading speed and be able to read quickly through the parts that don't matter and just skim them and get kind of and figure out whether or not you actually need to slow down and read, while savoring the pieces of the book that actually are worth savoring, I see that as a much better use of my time than reading slowly in areas that just don't matter. And Ryan further kind of failed to make a strong case because he calls out all these famous individuals who struggled to read but managed to read anyway, and said that there weren't really any well-known speed readers. John F. Kennedy was among the famous speed readers that I'm aware of. Bill Gates was once quoted as saying that if he could have any superpower in the world, it would be to be able to read faster. So there's just a couple examples of people who have done some great things in the world and are also known for at least wanting to read faster. The thing that really got me was the idea that Ryan is kind of making this assertion that the thing that we're all trying to race to get back to is to be able to do sort of mindless activities like spending time on Twitter or watching TV. And really for me, the idea of reading faster is so that I can read fast when I want to, but devote the time that reading deserves when it actually is deserved, so that I can, like I said, filter out those things that are less important and spend the time focusing on the things that are important. And if nothing else, if I can read a little bit faster and get some more time in my day to spend a little bit more time outside or spend more time with my kids, those are also big wins and advantages of reading faster. And I would think, in the spirit of Tim Ferriss and the minimum effective dose, the idea that I might be able to increase my reading speed, let's say it was 200 words a minute, and I was able to increase it to 300 words a minute without losing any comprehension, that seems like that 50% increase in speed would be something that would be right up Tim's alley.